All right, so this is the second part of this problem. If you didn't see the first part, go back and watch the other video. We're working on part B right now. We already did A, and we said that after 0.18 seconds and 10.92 seconds, the ball is going to be at 12 feet, right? So, like I said, if you haven't seen the other video, please go back and watch it. Go to the channel and watch it. All right, so as promised, we're gonna take now the second part of the exercise. How many seconds will it take for the ball to return to the surface? All right, so think about this one. Again, we are being asked for seconds, right? So we have to do the same thing, but now our seconds, our feet is not given. Actually, it is, but in words, not in actual numbers. So return to the surface. What is the height of the surface? Well, the height of the surface is 0. We know that the height of the surface is 0, right? Because when you are on the floor, you are at 0 height, right? So you throw the ball, your ball is going up, x, y feet up. This is the maximum point, right? And then go back, and this is going to be the surface of the moon, right? Moon's surface, right? So we pretty much have to do the same thing, same drill. We're gonna do when y is going to be 0, right? In this case, right? So we say our formula, our equation is negative 2.7 squared plus 30t plus 6.5. Okay, I substitute s of t by 0 because we want to get when it's on the surface, when the ball is going to return to the surface, right? Again, in this case we don't have to move anything to the other side because it's already 0 here, so we actually plug in these values into our quadratic equation, actually quadratic formula, sorry. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna say, I'm gonna use another color for this one. Oh, whatever, it's fine. All right, so x equal to, this is the quadratic equation. Like I said, I'm not gonna write it down again. I'm gonna assume that you watched the other video. So the quadratic equation says that negative b, which is negative 30, plus or minus square root of b squared, which is 30 again, squared plus minus 4 times a, which is negative 0.27, times 6.5, right? All of that divided by 2 times negative 2.7, which is 2 times 8, right? So this is the formula, right? So that we're doing. So now I'm gonna do the inside again first. I'll do plus or minus square root of 30. Actually, 30 minus square, so 30 times 30 is 900. Minus, because actually it's positive in this time, because negative times negative, positive. Positive times positive is going to be positive. So 4 times 2.7 is going to be 10.8, but I'm gonna skip it and I'm gonna say times 6.5 is going to be 70.2. Alright, so I'm gonna do the math again just in case I did it wrong. We're good. Perfect. So I have left here negative 30, and over here I have 2 times negative 2 times 7, 2 times 2 times 7. We're going to have a negative 5.4. So x equal to that. So again, now we're going to add the inside. So we're going to say 900 plus 70.2 equal to 970.2. And the square root of that is approximately 31.15. So I'm gonna grab this guy here. So now we're gonna have x is negative 30 plus or minus 31.15, and all of that is divided by negative 5.4, right? So as you can see, when you do the square root, you keep the plus or minus because we're gonna have two answers for x. We're gonna have x1 and we're going to have x2, right? So we're gonna solve x1. We're gonna say negative 30 plus 31.15, all of that, all of that divided by 5.4, negative 5.4, right? So I'm gonna have here a 1.15 because 30 minus 31.1 is going to be 1.15. Alright, so in the bottom we're going to have this guy, and we're going to divide it. We're going to say divided by 5.4 is going to be a negative point, actually, yeah, 0.21, right? So our x2 is going to be the same thing, but now negative 31.15, all of that divided by negative 5.4, and we're gonna have, for answer, we're gonna have negative 60, actually 61.15, right? All of that divided by 5.4, and we're gonna have a positive number, so that looks better for our answer. So that is 11.32. So 61.15 divided by 5.4 is 11.32. So what does that mean? We have two values here. We have a negative value and we have a positive value. As you can see, he's throwing the ball at 6.5 or 6 feet and 6 inches, right? So we are not back in the, in time, right? So we are starting here. So that value for me, this value right here doesn't work for me. I'm gonna do a red. That value for me doesn't work, right? Because I want something in the future. I want something after 0, right? After 0. I can't have anything that before 0. I want something after 0, right? So the one that will work for me is 11.32, because I know that already, that at 11.32 seconds my ball, or the ball, will be on the surface. And we're done.